Greetings, mic check 1 2. Greetings, check 1 2 1 2. Greetings, everybody. This is Kiy NY007. I think I'm live, loud, and clear. Don't see my live stream showing up though, but I'm gonna continue and maybe it'll catch in. There's been a lot of strange things going on lately on YouTube, so I'm gonna continue. Okay, now I'm rolling. All right, thanks. All right, as we can see by the thumbnail, this is about the YSL trial, which is going on right now, and they're currently in recess. And we just got some information dropped, so I'm going to give it to you now, and we can catch some info in real time. As you can see from the thumbnail and the title, this is the YSL trial, which is taking place today, Thursday, September 12, 2024. We have 911 calls and a nervous victim statements given. So she is being questioned by the prosecutor, Love, and there were warning signs. There was a lot of warnings before these mass shootings. And yes, they're considered mass shootings, at least the shootings themselves. Not necessarily hitting a bunch of people at once, so it's a different category for that. But overall, bullets been flying and flying. We'll have 911 calls from neighbors. A neighbor saying he's been hearing AKs, 47s going off every night. So not just here and there, but every night there were shootings. There was warnings. There was graffiti. There was writing, stuff like that before a lot of the bullets really started flying. So we're going to get into that just a moment and get my intro going. Appreciate y'all coming in. I really appreciate the new subscribers, people coming through. The most thing that you can do to help my channel is to participate. Whether you catch the live or come back later for the I'm trying to say a replay or something, your activity is definitely appreciated and needed. All right, so we'll just get into my intro right now, and I appreciate all y'all for coming through and the support that I have gotten thus far. Thank you. I'm gonna get into some tunes. What came to my mind was that Biggie Small song, so I'm gonna just get this information up for y'all right now. And Biggie did a song called "You're Nobody Till Somebody Kills You." Yes, I rep New York, but I rep my peoples anywhere we're at or from. And I just want to play some of that for us. Baby, 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 baby. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table for me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows. Surely goodness and love will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.
Niggas in my faction don't like asking questions. Strictly gun testing, coke measuring, giving pleasure in the Benzito, hitting fannies, spending chips at Manny's. Hope you creeps got receipts. My peeps get dirty like cleats. Run up in your crib, wrap you in your polo sheets. 6 up in your wig piece, nigga deceased. Why? May you rest in peace with my sycamore style. More sicker than yours. 4-4 and 54 drawers. That's my pilot, stay as my lair. Yes, my dear, shit's official. Only the feds I fear. Here's a tissue. Stop your blood clot crying. The kid's the dog, everybody dying, no lying. So don't you get suspicious. I'm big, dangerous, you're just a little vicious. As I leave my competition, respirator style. Climb the ladder to success, escalator style. Hold y'all, breath, I told y'all.
All right, so let's get right into it. I'm gonna screen share right now. Thanks, Badu. All right. All right, I gotta remove something real quick. There's a lot of new features on here. I'm trying, y'all. Whew. Remember, it helps to participate. This is an open-minded platform, and I'm working on becoming more open-minded because I might not be that open-minded. But this right here, we're going to pick up with this was an actual 911 operator. So what I'm just doing is going over highlights that just surfaced and explain some of this.
Is this April or 28, 2015?
Yes.
And Ms. Latners, what is the incident report number for 2 Lima Lima?
151180588.
How did this call type come in?
911 call.
And what was the caller's first
These are the
name?
911 calls, the transcript, and we're going to hear the voice.
And Ms.
It's
Latners,
important. I
what
want
was
to
the
show you.
address of this 911 call?
1903 Drew Drive, Northwest.
And is there an apartment associated with that call?
Apartment 1122.
And what is the zone and beat for this 911 call?
Zone 1, 110 speed.
And is this after or before the 1 Lima Lima that we just discussed?
After.
How close in time is this 911 call to the first? If you look at 1 and 2 Lima Lima.
About a minute apart.
Now, Ms. Latners, what time did officers get dispatched to this location?
0555 a.m. hours.
What time did they arrive?
0603 a.m. hours.
And what time was this call cleared?
1116 a.m. hours.
Now, Ms. Latners, do you see in the middle under unit information? Is that the same unit number 1110 and Officer Sean Hill that we just discussed with 1 Lima Lima?
Yes.
So did that officer respond in relation to both of these calls?
Yes.
All right, sorry about that. So that right there was the actual I can't even talk. There's a bunch of people in here. I don't know if that's making me jittery, but I appreciate it, even though I don't know what's going on with some of these numbers. So that's the actual 911 operator, and she's giving information on what happened, where, and when. So right now they want to know exactly when did you get these calls, exactly when this, that. So I'm actually curious on where the defense is really going with some of this, because they're just asking like generic questions like, all right, let's listen to the call. What was this code? What was that? So maybe they just want to be specific on establishing what exactly was said and what type of call was put in and what is the protocol for what happened. First, originally, this was graffiti. First, there was messages sent, and that's why I put there was warnings before the mass shootings, or I should say in between. Because a lot of times people just get to shooting. They don't warn you. Now, this has to do with YSL, whether you consider them a gang or whatever. Inside of YSL became infiltration, which you saw from Little Woody. YSL members started getting nervous because their heads were on chopping blocks, because they're like, who's telling what? We're getting nervous within the gang, so anybody can get it. They started busting at each other, so that's letting you know anyone can get it. So I'm going to go back and skip ahead a little bit on the trial. Let me see. Yeah, they're not back yet, so they're on recess. So right now we're just doing some catch up. This woman right here was actually shot. She was at the family's house, and then things started taking place with shootings while she was there. She got shot, and now Miss Love, Attorney Love, prosecutor, is getting specific on who are your nephews? Do you have nephews? Do you have kids? And she's asking their age. The defense is like, this don't have nothing to do with it. This don't, what's going on? So the judge, this new judge they got, is like, Miss Love, where are you going with this? She said, I'm making a point. She wants to let us know that there was family members in this house that were being targeted repeatedly. So she wants to narrow in on the age of these nephews because that's important. Nobody was in their 70s and 80s, and nobody was 12. They were in a specific age range, which is an area of age that affects a lot of Black people in the community with shootings. The ages tend to range between 18, 19 sometimes, or move it up a little bit to 20, early 20s to early 30s. Those are usually your shooters that are committing these crimes, and usually the victim's age, and that's in any community that has these type of gun violence. So I'm going to let this play so you can hear from her because she's gone now, but this is a
exactly say down the street, but it's not far from the home.
And is it also close to Spelman, Morehouse, Clark?
Yes.
And also, please describe in the best way that you can the neighborhood that 1428 Adele Avenue is.
It's a wonderful neighborhood to raise your kids in. You know, it's a wonderful neighborhood. It was not, we felt no danger or anything. It's a nice neighborhood.
Is it mostly houses like the one you and your sister lived in?
You can object as to relevance, Your Honor.
Overruled. Does the house itself sit off of of Adele Avenue, or is it in a subdivision?
Well, it's just a street with houses, you know.
How often did your sister's children, either Philo, Darren, or Stacy, visit?
Objection as to relevance.
There's, Your Honor, I am asking. Okay.
Ask and answer.
Out of all your nieces and nephews, did you have any other nephew who was 18 in April of 2015?
No.
Okay. And did any of your other nieces and nephews visit your home at 1428 Adele Avenue as often as Cecilia's children did?
No.
Would Cecilia's children visit at least once a week?
Yeah.
Leading.
But
I was trying to be.
seeing the relevance of this right now, so you said you'd get to it.
We are. Okay. Thank you, Judge. Ms. Bell, do you remember April 27th and 28th of 2015?
Yes.
Why do you remember that date range?
That was the day that I was shot.
Could you lean into your mic and speak a little louder for this jury?
That was the day that I was shot.
On that particular
now
day,
she's talking about when she got shot.
Day of the week it was.
I want to say a Monday.
Okay.
It was started Monday was, but it probably ended up Tuesday morning.
All right. And did the day involve anything of note before you got shot? Did anything happen?
No, everything was fine.
All right.
So she said everything was going fine and she got shot. I'm going to let this play some more, but also keeping in mind the graffiti, the certain messages that were going on throughout the neighborhood before and in between a lot of these shootings. This woman is an older woman, and we don't tend to hear or focus on people unless they're dead. So that's when we play a Biggie song in the beginning, because it's almost like you're nobody until somebody kills you. Like, what about the people that got hurt in the meantime? What about the families that are hurting because other people are hurting? You don't hear about that. Y'all just come around when it's the case is popping, or when somebody gets popped, or it's your family member. Like, I've got to be more involved in our communities. And these are particularly young men, young Black men that have been led astray a bit. And these are some of the results from that. So I'm going to let this play. Please answer the poll that's in the chat. I'm asking all of you, do you feel that this YSL trial is fair? Do you feel it's fair on both sides? So you click yes or no. And then the third option is you're not sure. It's confusing, or you're just not sure, because 1 minute it's this way, somebody lying, now they saying they telling the truth. It does get a bit confusing. But let's continue.
Do you remember who all was at the house that Monday?
I won't say, I guess, just me, Cecilia, and her daughter.
Absolutely.
Did you all have any kind of concerns for your safety that day?
Not at all.
Do you remember about what time you turned in for the evening?
Well, I usually go to bed kind of late.
What's late for
I
you?
won't say 12:30,
Okay.
somewhere like that.
And was that particular night any different than any other? Did you go to bed about 12:30?
Yes.
All right. Were any of your nieces or nephews visiting at that time that you went to bed?
No.
Would you describe for the jury where inside the house your bedroom was?
I'm gonna say, like from this desk to that door.
The door at the back of the courtroom?
Yeah, that door.
And so would the door represent the front door of the house?
No.
What does the door represent as far as the house
The
goes?
desk would represent the front door. This would be the front door.
Okay. And so with where you are being the front door, the back door is your room?
I wouldn't say, no, not the back door.
No, I mean
The
the
door-
back door of the courtroom.
Yes.
Was there a straight shot from your room to the front door?
Yes.
Did anybody else stay or sleep on that same level with you?
I think, her daughter,
All right. And where did your sister sleep?
she slept upstairs.
Now, at the time you went to bed, describe from the time you went to bed to the time you remember something happened.
Well, we really didn't do anything, but sometimes we sit up and talk,
All right, so there's nothing really going on between that time, but she's looking for any detail. They shot through your room. Who else stays there? Who else would have been in that room? Who else could these bullets really meant to hit? They didn't want to hit this woman. They wanted her nephews, it sound like. They didn't want her. But when you're so involved in the streets and crap, you get hold on a minute. All right. You don't care who's around. They don't care who is around and who else gets hit. This woman could have lost her life. She's going to describe what she went through. She's going to describe the lack of pain she felt when she got shot. She said, I didn't even know it was this bad. She didn't know until she had to undergo the procedure. I'm going to make a quick comment too. Black people feel pain. You people that are non-Black and whatnot, you don't think that because we can be of a tougher gene and we are the original people, we do have feelings. We have the same five senses as other people. I believe ours has a different level of elevation, and I can prove that, and I can debate that with anyone, anytime. But I just wanted to say that because sometimes people second think our pain. Now, we have mental anguish and physical anguish, just like anyone else, but somehow we seek to move above and higher and beyond because of the type of people we are and the type of lineage we come from. And we just have to step in that path and move that direction. But I did want to just make that clear. We do feel pain. There are medical physicians that let us be in more pain. They use us as test subjects and all kind of nuts stuff like that. And they need to stop it because the ruler is going to get you. So you're playing games now, but no, that's not going to fly. So I just had to make that point because I just be feeling some kind of way. And Black people's pain is not only exploited, it's encouraged. And one day you're going to be forced to stop. And that's whether it's during your life while you're living, which it will occur, but who knows what's after death. So watch how you treat people. Watch how you look at and treat Black people, melanated people. You understand? All right, I just had to make that clear. And then I'll continue. I wanted to get past that a bit because nothing out of the ordinary occurred in her recollection, and then she got shot. So that's not really much for us to hear on
Yes,
that
it
part.
was.
So I skipped.
And were the other people with your nephew older, younger, or around the same
couldn't
age?
say. I don't know. I didn't even see them.
Okay.
Your Honor, excuse me, I'm sorry. Could I have the witness pull the microphone a little bit closer, please?
Yeah, I don't know.
Your Honor, actually,
The problem is that it's stopped.
Maybe I need to move a little closer.
I think that this one has.
Can y'all do, I don't ask for favors, so can y'all do me and yourself a favor? and hit the like button, subscribe if you're interested in a channel that keeps it more realer than anyone else. I bring receipts and I bring me, and you won't be disappointed.
Try the one on that's plugged in. Does anybody have a mic they can donate for a minute?
I'll give her mine. I can talk loud. I'll give her mine.
All right, while they're getting that mic together, I don't even remember that part.
Did you recognize what they did?
Over 200 of y'all in here, according to the numbers.
Now, do you like guns?
I appreciate it.
Do you
Participate,
take them to your nephew?
subscribe. Let me show you that you won't regret it.
Do they respect you enough to respect the fact that you don't like guns?
Yes.
All right.
I'm Kiy NY007.
This day,
Appreciate you.
in the morning. Was the previous morning the month? Was the previous day the Monday, or are we not in a Monday?
The previous day was one.
As soon as I said that it was over 200 people in here, went to 100.
Did you see any guns in the hands of anybody?
That's crazy, whatever.
That you let in the house at
No.
3:30? Do you remember what anybody was wearing?
No.
Was there any room on the level that they came into that you saw them go in the direction of?
I didn't pay any attention.
Tell the jury if what you did once you let them in the house.
I went back to my bedroom.
How far was your bedroom from where you parted ways with them?
I guess a few feet.
Did you hear anything from them, like anything?
Nothing.
Were you close enough to have heard if they've been arguing or anything?
No.
She didn't hear anything. Miss Love is trying to get out any details as possible so that she can focus on who these shooters wanted, and then we can figure out who these shooters were. And didn't get very far with that. The woman just knows she got shot. So what I want to do is skip a little further ahead to where she gets into the detail of what she experienced after being shot.
No, I didn't.
Did you ever see any bullets inside the house?
No.
She's asking about the bullets.
Are you able to tell the jury where in the house you saw bullets? Generally speaking, not necessarily that.
Picture one. Picture one in my bedroom wall.
Do I have, is a picture window like over the sink in the kitchen or something?
No, the picture one, the first one, when
First one.
at the front door.
And did you at all ever see who it was that fired those rounds in y'all's house?
No, I didn't.
Just 1 second. I'm gonna play for you, Ms. Bell, what's already been admitted as Stacy's exhibit. 4 KK, 4 kilo alpha. And if you could tell me if you. All right.
I'm going to take some of this from the top. When the witness first got in there, this is the victim that was shot. She survived. This is an older woman, and it's said to believe that the shooting that occurred when she was asleep, well, she was in a room, was really meant for her nephew or nephews. She was very nervous too when she came in. Can you imagine being face to face with Young Thug? He has so much. He's a celebrity. He's got a lot of fans and some haters too, like a lot of us, whether we're a celebrity or not. But particularly when you're facing a gang, and then you know that there's a rival gang, You feel in the middle of it when it's really just one gang that turned on them themselves. That's what happened with YSL. Yes, this is live now. They are on break. I'm not sure if it's their lunch break. I have to look back because I was listening and listening, but I was doing my hair too. Um, and they tend to take a bunch of breaks and long breaks, so it kind of helps to just replay some things and give a commentary, catch you guys up on the highlights. This trial lasts all day, so anywhere between 7 to 8 hours. And somebody like me can watch that and sum a lot of things up. Come back and see me. I'll have highlights for y'all. Check out my shorts on my channel. I'm Kiy NY007, and you can see me there. And I said there in my shorts. It's just 1 minute, but I got like almost 8,000 views on one of them. It's like 7,500, and the other one's somewhere at that. So you guys are really
My
like.
name is Denise Bell. Spell my name DENISE BELL. Yes.
Yeah, you feel it should be free. I feel like a lot of
Morning,
people
Miss
are.
Bell.
Let me be
Good
quiet.
morning.
How are you?
I'm a little nervous.
Right.
I
Is there
would be
anything we
too.
can do to make you a little less nervous?
Not really.
All right.
Well, then again, I'm not a
Miss Bell,
nervous person, but
appreciate your
the
honesty.
pressure be on,
Would you do
right?
me a favor and set your purse down by your side?
Yes, I can.
And I'm standing over here. Would you direct your
So here they're just giving each other
communication?
information. She's making sure, if she could, if there's anything the court could do to make her more comfortable, but she knows there's not. She knows that she don't want to say the wrong thing. This older woman already got shot. Y'all don't know what that's like getting shot outside. Now imagine being inside where you're sheltered and you get shot. I studied ballistics since I was 17 years old. I studied criminal law since I was 17 years old. I had to study civil law as I got older, and it was kind of boring to me, but it does help because I can help answer questions y'all may have. And it just helps me understand what I'm hearing. We get rusty if you're not continuing studying law. We have to look stuff up too, just to make sure we're giving the right information. But this woman was shot. She could have lost her life, and now she's in court. It's 2024. This all happened in what, 2015? So it's almost 10 years later. She has to relive this. Also, I want to say real quick, when you get shot, bullet fragments from whatever the bullets went through, when it goes through a wall, pieces of the wall are usually on the bullet. Anything the bullet touches, collects, and then goes through you as well. So not just the bullet. Just wanted to say that. Now I'll let them continue.
Some kind of way I had to move from where I was living at, and I asked her, can I come?
Go back.
How many?
I'll say 5.
Um,
Other than me.
and one of them, does one of them live at 1428 Adele Avenue?
Yes.
Have you ever lived at 1428 Adele Avenue?
Yes.
And is that in Fulton County?
Yes.
How long did you or has your family, you and your sister, lived at 1428 Adele Avenue?
I mean, she may have been there 25 years, and I was like maybe 13.
Now the address you're hearing and the addresses, these are from the photos that I have in the thumbnail on the cover of this live stream. And we'll show it also during this live stream because it was presented in court today. Some of these details have been revealed earlier on in the case, but a lot of these have not. This is all new, fresh news. It's we'll get in real time too. As soon as they come back from break, they are on lunch break.
Yes.
She's been there 25 and you
You're not
13?
missing nothing right now. I'm catching
How'd you
you up.
come to live at 1428 Adele Avenue?
That's a good question.
Thank you.
Some kind of way I had to move from where I was living at, and I asked her, can I come live with her? And she said yes.
Is this sister of yours older or younger than you?
She's younger than me.
Would you describe for the jury what kind of structure 1428 Adele Avenue, what kind of house does your sister have?
It's a nice family home. Nice family home.
Is it a condo, townhome, or a standalone?
It's a home.
Standalone house,
Right.
Single family?
Yes.
All right. Is it brick, siding, something else?
Brick.
All right. How many levels does your sister's house have?
I'm gonna say 3.
And when you walk into the door, just from outside, which level do you enter?
on the second level.
Okay. And do you? Did you ever see any bullets inside the house?
No.
She's asking about the bullets. Did anything stand out to her that night other than them bullets flying? Okay.
Are you able to tell the jury where in the house you saw bullets holes? Generally speaking, not necessarily exactly.
I'm gonna say picture one, the color picture one. Picture one.
We're gonna skip ahead to the part where she talks about when she got shot, because then I have something else to show y'all, and then we'll see if they're back from break yet. Please consider subscribing. It helps to hit the like button. That's how you can participate with the channel. Anyone interested in possible donating to the channel, that's in the description box, and it's always an about section. I don't mention it or pin it or do any of that. That's something that you can look into if that's something you're interested in doing, and I appreciate that.
Generally speaking, not necessarily exactly.
I'm gonna say picture one, the color picture one. Picture one in my bedroom.
She speaks very low. Again, she was nervous, as y'all just heard. As soon as she came in there, she said, I'm nervous. So she had to get her to speak up. So I'm trying with the volume so y'all can hear. You might be able to hear a little better off my MacBook. I'm not sure. Hey, sorry about that.
Did you at all ever see who it was that fired those rounds in your house?
I apologize. It's kind of freezing up on us right here. Sheesh. All right. Sorry about that, y'all. So we're going to stop sharing on that one. Whew. While I get that together, I'm going to do a flashback of some other of the highlights. A lot of it involves Rich Homie Quan, who just passed away just last week. He was close with Young Thug, too. His name was brought up right after. And it was brought up earlier on, too. So I'm just going to reflect on some of that, too. I'm working this out.
Call him. But on March 23rd, 2015,
From my shorts, I'll show a little bit of my
Lamar or
videos.
Rich Homie
If you're
Quan,
interested.
and this is all public, he said, I'm still affiliated with Rich Gang, with them, talking about Rich Gang. In an interview that was with Thesis, THISIS 50, in an interview with ESPN on April 20th, 2015, Mr. Lamar reaffirms that Mr. Williams will always be his, and I'm quoting, brother. And with Vlad, VLAD TV, Mr. Lamar talks about Mr. Williams on April 21, 2015, wishing Mr. Williams the best. In an interview, he states that he, Mr. Williams, had no, quote, bad blood. That's May 16, 2022. I contest that there was this supposed eruption and they don't get along.
Yeah, so the point of that was that they do get along. The defense don't want people thinking that Rich Homie Quan and Young Thug left on bad terms.
And did you at all ever see who it was that fired those rounds in your house?
No idea.
That's one of the most important things right there that I just showed y'all. You see, prosecutor Love, Miss Love's asked her, did you see anyone that shot any of these bullets at you or at the house? You heard the witness. She said no. So she's a witness and also a part of the crime scene because she was actually shot. I'm going to get into the 911 call right now. There's a few of them. We can go over a couple. I guess they're still not back from break yet, but we'll get into that. Also, the witness, the other man that was on there, Yunk, whatever, Yunk, he was supposed to be in court 2 days ago. He didn't show up. Now you're hearing a lot of rumors that he may be facing 35 years after testifying on his case right here at the trial. So it's like he's been missing in action. He was supposed to have been there. The judge said, well, I hope he's coming in today. And she just said that a couple days ago. We haven't seen him since. So this is interesting, but they're moving on to the other witnesses. This is one of many witnesses that came in today. Miss Love, Prosecutor Love, says she has over 100 witnesses left to go. So she's done. I'm going to get to the call.
We need a break. Okay, let's take a restroom convenience break. And y'all have your next witness lined up, okay?
I apologize. Can y'all hear better now? I just realized somebody said they couldn't hear. The witness is talking very low, but you should at least be able to hear the prosecution. The witness is nervous and she was talking low. Like, I'm surprised they gave her another mic, but I'm surprised they didn't, get her to talk louder so everyone can hear. Sheesh.
The voice of the person speaking first after the option.
That's as loud as they are on here.
Put that weed out. And that's 911, operator 6587. What's the address?
Here we go.
Someone just turned a shot on my house and my auntie got shot. Okay.
And stopping at.
Let's play that one more time. I know homegirl ain't say put the weed out. Hold on. Did her need say put the weed out, y'all? I'm on 911 call. Oh my gosh. Let's listen again.
Put that weed out. And that's 911, operator 6587. What's the address of your emergency? Someone just turned a shot on my house and my auntie got shot. Okay.
And stopping at 14 seconds in. Do you, without saying any names, do you recognize the voice of the person?
This is my niece.
The niece that lived with you?
No.
Yeah, she definitely said put that weed out. My auntie got shot. Like, really? Some of the mindset. Now, marijuana is great. I'm a promoter, but sheesh. I quietly promote,
Okay, let me hear it again.
Yes, keep playing.
Okay, what's the address? 1428. 1428. Adele Avenue.
I recognize the voice.
You're not in your head, so we can pause. Is that the niece that lived with you or just the niece
Niece to deal with you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Taylor. Just 1 minute. I think that's all I have right now. Thank you.
All right, do any of the defense attorneys have questions for this witness?
On behalf of Ms. Williams, we have no questions.
Anybody?
So no cross-examination of the
All
victim
right,
/
Ms. Bell,
witness.
thank you for your time and you are excused.
It was Thugger. You crazy mother. Watch your mouth.
We need a break. Okay, let's take a restroom convenience break. And y'all have your next.
So they're on one of their mini breaks right now, so y'all not missing anything. This was just a capture from earlier, and then I have some highlights from previous days, which I'll show in between. And they should be back in shortly. They've been going on break for a while. Yeah, someone mentioned a Diddy trial. That's not been shown because he didn't show up to the last one. But I do have court documentation on his accuser that won by default $100 million against Diddy. Excuse me. I have more court papers to show y'all for that. on him. And as soon as I get more, I'll put it out there too. Some will be in short video form. So if you're interested in subscribing, that's pretty much only way you will see information. I have it quick. I edit very well. I do interact with people. Trolling doesn't bother me. It's just be careful with what you say. You can't say something that you can't say in front of a cop. You can't say in front of, you know what I mean? That's against the law. That's not allowed here either. So kids are out, animals to an extent. And other than that, it's free game. You can say what you want to say. Agree or disagree with me. That's how we get a meeting of the minds. I like using mine, and I encourage y'all to use your minds. That's what I do here. So let me move that off the screen because they are on break right now. And there's another 911 call I wanted to show y'all. Hold on a minute. Just so y'all could really get a feel of the magnitude of the violence that started erupting around. It's not just, this must have been Woody. This must have been the other one going back and forth. It's like, no, if you were anywhere in that area, how you wouldn't have caught a bullet or a bullet wouldn't whiz by you real quick. People keep thinking like, this is just inner city. Is this just black folks? Nah, it's going on in other places too. You just don't hear about it. And it's going to get worse. It's going to be at your doorstep. So be prepared and aware of these things. And again, I always encourage people to know that you have power to manifest things into your life. And also meditation adds peacefulness into your life too. So with those things, you can catch things before they even get to you. You know what I mean? So that's my point with that. So I stay pretty well protected too, for the most part. I know the streets and I know the other side of the streets. So, you know what I'm saying? I have I'm well rounded with things. Nothing really ruffles me too much. I live in reality. And yeah, I'm a peaceful warrior for the most part.
Atlanta 911 for the 1287 was the address of the emergency. 551 Woods Drive, Northwest Atlanta, Georgia. Don't come to the. Okay, let me verify.
And the witness is whispering.
Northwest, right? Yeah, okay, but do not come. But what's going on? You need
She
police
is
fire
so
ambulance.
scared.
How many? Heard 30 gunshots in the area, 551 Woods Drive.
Let me wind that back. I shouldn't say scared. She was hurt, but probably, nervous too. This is one of the actual 911 operators here on the stand, and what you're hearing is a 911 call from a victim right when they were shot.
Atlanta 911 for the 1287 was the address of the emergency. 551 Woods Drive, Northwest Atlanta, Georgia. Don't come to the. Okay, let me verify. 551 Woods Drive, Northwest, right? Yeah. Okay, but do not come. But what's going on? You need the police fire ambulance. Gunshots. How many? A lot. Heard 30 gunshots in the area, 551 Woods Drive. Yes. Okay, but do not come to Woods Drive. Did you see anybody? No. Okay. Heard about 30 shots. So, okay. And your name? Don't want to. You don't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Can I just verify your phone number in case we have to call you back? Just ask a question. 442856734. Okay, 442856734.
She was struggling to talk.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Are you near Club Crucial? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, all right, ma'am. I think we've already had that reported, but thank you for calling, okay? Thank you now. Bye-bye.
Why would she hang up? Hold on, y'all. Why would she hang up with the victim? Don't they usually want to stay on the line with you? Like, I know she black, and there's some of y'all just against black people, so let's keep it real. but on my channel. I'm different than the other ones. But aren't you supposed to stay on the line till the paramedics get there? When someone's shot and you're the caller with 911, think back of all the cases you've heard, and there's a victim that's wounded. Don't they usually stay on the phone with you? Am I right or wrong about that? Let me see what y'all saying in the chat. I would think you would stay on the phone with them, because when you're even have a concussion, you could have hit your own head on something, let alone getting bopped upside the head, right? You can start to lose consciousness, and then you go into a level of sleep, and then you pass away. So usually you keep the person talking. We're on our way. Are you breathing all right? Let me hear something from you. Okay. All right. So what was your day like before this? Get information, and you're also stabilizing the patient at the same time. This could also mean life or death. So I'm surprised she's like, oh, thanks for calling. All right. Like, oh, you're welcome. I mean, I'm shot, so I figured I'd call, but you're welcome. What the heck is that? The yet operator was black. That don't make no difference. Depends on how you see your own people, not just how other people see us. I think that's weird. You could be dead after that call. So then it's dead on arrival? This is starting to piss me off. This is all footage from just an hour ago or less. I've been listening all morning.
Now, Ms. Latner, I'm going to approach you with what's been marked as 1 kilo.
This is ridiculous. I'm getting kind of pissed. I didn't expect to get pissed off.
Through 4 kilo alpha.
Thank you.
Grab Juliet's from you. Or actually, I'm going to leave them up here. Ms. Latners, if you can take a minute to look through those kilo exhibits and just look up at me when you're ready.
I don't know why they want to use the term kilo for anything during this trial. Would you stop? Just say kite. What do you mean kilo? I don't know. Kilos are always talking about cocaine. I don't never hear nobody talk about kilos in no other form, even in math class. Maybe I just don't remember. Science measurements and kilos. I bet a lot of people wish they had a kilo on the low. Money funny with folks right now.
Ms. Latners, what are 1 kilo through 4 kilo alpha that I just gave you?
Why? Why?
Reports from April 28th, 2015.
And how do you recognize them?
Yes.
Is one of those a disc?
Yes.
Is there any significant markings on that disc?
My initials.
Were you able to listen what's on that disc before testifying here today?
Yes.
And Ms. Latners, are 1 kilo through 4 kilo alpha a fair and accurate depiction of the CAD reports and 911 call for this incident?
Yes.
Your Honor, at this time, the state moves to introduce into evidence 1 kilo.
He couldn't think of nothing else with the letter K.
2 kilo.
Kai, say my name.
3 kilo. 4 kilo. And also, Your Honor, the 1 through 4 kilo alpha.
All right, that's heard.
Thank you, Your Honor. Now, Ms. Latners, in publishing 1 kilo for the jury.
Kilos. Kilo. You got them kilos?
Ms. Latners, what
What's
is
that
the
price
date
for?
of this incident?
Rick Ross.
April 28th.
Go to Florida for some kilos.
The same date as we just discussed?
Kilos in court.
What is the location?
Shillings and
of
kilos.
this call?
1291 MLK Drive, Northwest Atlanta.
This doesn't have as much as a whole lot of, they're just going over the specifics. That doesn't really mean much to us. I honestly was trying to figure out where he was even going with some of that. Cause I was just like that. Okay. I'll show y'all though, but these are the exact locations, shots fired. So we could actually see the type of call for exact
Is that
details.
the same zone and beat as 1 kilo?
Him and his
No,
kilo.
the first one was 105 Street,
Is 104 near 105 Street?
right next door.
911 call.
Put that weed out. And that's 911. Operator 6587. What is the address?
No, we just heard that one. My bad, y'all. There was a few. I really wanted to zoom in on this one, the one where there was a couple of separate 911 operators, and then we showed the victim, the woman, older woman that was actually shot, spoke today. Just giving y'all the highlights or the meat of it. We don't need any extras, any extra trimming.
And last night when emergency operator 1287 was the address of the emergency. 551 Woods Drive, Northwest, Atlanta, Georgia.
That's the victim.
Okay, look at
She's like, thank you for calling. Blah, 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 blah. Why would you say it like that when somebody calling with their emergency? Am I nitpicking this too much? No, some of y'all agreeing with me. That's good.
put that weed out. And that's 911. Operator 6587. What is the address of your emergency? Someone just turned a shot on my house and my auntie got shot. Okay. Okay, what's the address? 911, operator 6544. What's the address of your emergency? I said 1903 Drew Drive.
Here's another call.
1903
Witness.
Drew Drive? Yes. Do you need police, fire, ambulance at that location? I think it's be the police. Okay, what's going on there? I just woke up and I just heard about 9 gunshots. Okay, can you tell me which direction you think it's coming from? It came from the parking deck. Okay. And this is an apartment? Yes. What's the name of the apartment? Columbia Crest. Is there a gate code? Yes. Can you share that with me, please?
There's some intense music now in the background.
0162. What's your name? Stephanie. Stephanie, what's your contact phone number? 678 769 9305. 678-769-9305. Yes. And you said you heard about 9 gunshots fired near the parking deck. By chance, do you see anyone? I don't really want to get close to them. Okay. And what's your apartment number?
So that was another call, and they played about a total of three different 911 calls this morning. The auntie that was hit, she actually testified, and I showed that earlier in the stream. So if you're just tuning in, you can still catch it, or if you want to go on and watch the full trial, I'm sure you could locate that too. But I want to show the house too that they were in when she was shot, and then we'll go proceed from there. A moment. So you see that now they're bringing into evidence the photos of the actual house.
You see where that arrow is in 5 kilo, if you could blow it up a little bit more. And would you describe for the jury which of these houses is 1428 Adele Avenue after we get gray box out of this.
The one with the cars in the driveway.
And would you tell the jury, are you able to describe for the jury where the front door of the house is?
The front door would be right there where those bushes.
We'll put the arrow over the bush.
That's the front door.
And is that the door or is it a different door that you answered at 3:30?
That's the door.
So they want to show where exactly she was shot from.
Yes.
In relation to that door, would you describe which side of the house?
Actually, I'm just fine with my narrative. Compare me to somebody better.
Yes.
Then you can debate me on my narratives. My narratives are great.
Were you ever able to see how many
Compare me to somebody.
bullet holes ended up
Anyway.
in the house that day?
I wouldn't say I seen it that day.
I mean, later on, were you able to see how many bullet holes?
Yes.
Approximately how many did you see?
I never counted.
Was it more than 3?
Yes.
Do you know if it got up to as many as 2?
I'm not sure.
Do you know if that house had any bullet holes in it before?
No, ma'am.
that day?
Can I have a tissue? Thank you.
Ms. Bell, had you heard or had you ever experienced gunfire in the, was it 10 years
Yes.
that you lived there before that day?
No.
Did you know, or did you call 911?
No.
Do you have any memory of who, if anyone, called 911 in your house?
No.
Do you remember talking to anybody before the ambulance came? Do you remember having any
No.
conversation?
By the way, y'all, feel free to subscribe, hit the like button if you appreciate what is going on here. I am not just mooching off of a trial. I have plenty of information on my channel. I have information that's going to move you. I have information that's going to come up in your mind and give you something you can feel when you're not even on my channel. Just give it a try. You'll see for yourself. It helps when you engage, whether you talk live during a live chat or you come back later and leave a comment. That's the best way you can support the channel. I don't ask for much. Anything further as far as donations or anything, that's always in my about section, sometimes in the description section. I don't ask y'all for much. There's a lot going on and it's strange in these YouTube streets. So that helps. It'll help the numbers make more sense when you're active. And, you hit the like button. And subscribe so you don't miss anything. All right. It's open-minded here, but when people clap at me, I do tend to clap back. So if you like that, I can get it as spicy as we want to get it in here too. Yeah, I'm a New York nerd, but I definitely clap harder than YSL. Let's go.
Does your nephew, who at the time was 25, at the time in April 2015, did he have a child himself?
Yes.
Did you know the mother of your 25-year-old nephew's child? And by no, I don't mean like had a relationship with her, I mean, did you know who she was?
This is where during the trial, prosecutor Ms. Love is asking her specifics on the ages of the niece and nephews that live there. She wants to know who else lives there. What are their ages? And then she gets interrupted a couple of times. We don't really have to play that, but I can if y'all want. Because her point is she wants to zoom in on who the targets really were. We know it wasn't this older woman, or actually we don't know. Let's pretend we don't know. It's most likely, though, someone in their upper teens to early 20s to possibly 30 years old. That's usually our crime bracket as far as age. It's usually between those ages. So that's the point that she was making during this part.
I may have seen her.
Did she live? Did you know where she lived?
No.
Had you ever visited her
No.
house? Do you know if she lived in an apartment house like y'all's or something different?
I'm not sure.
Are you at all familiar with Drew Drive?
Yes.
How are you familiar with Drew Drive?
Well, everybody knows the old Perry home.
It's the old Perry home. And had you ever driven or gone to that area generally?
No.
Do you have any idea how far it was from where you lived on Adel?
No.
Do you know whether your nephew's child's mother?
Hold on, prosecutor love. Hold on. So I got 11 likes. And I'm saving y'all time because obviously y'all don't really watch the trial, right? Y'all not watching the whole thing because I know there would be more chatting in the chat room, I would think. So could y'all do a little better with that? You know, because if not, y'all could go somewhere and watch it on your own. I'll be 1,000 over here, not just 100 that we got to beg people to keep it 100 with us. I keep it 1,000. I ain't here for your numbers. I'm here for engagement with numbers. I'm here for empowerment, uplifting. Let's find out what's going on. We can get spicy with each other too sometimes, but y'all could, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of corny because y'all don't talk. And this is why we have to have trials. This is why we have so much crime and stuff because everybody's sitting silent like their lips are zipped, like your fingers can't move so that you can just say something. I'll be quiet too when I come through, especially maybe for the first time. But if someone's opening their platform and saying, you know, come on and give me some feedback, you know, at some point I'll probably have a link dropped when I'm ready to do that during a live stream too. You want to get engaged. You can't just sit quiet all the time because that's not how things get done. And that's not how you get heard. Forget the trolling and all that nonsense. We're adults here, right? Everyone should only be 18 and up, period. Now, you know that there's a voice that wants to be heard inside you. Use it. You're able to sit behind a keyboard and just type because most of y'all would never even grow a channel or want to because you don't want to do the work and you don't like to look like it's slow or you don't know what you do. We've done that. We're the ones doing it as the content creators. So I'm keeping it 1,000 with y'all. Y'all could at least do something simple like that. If you're interested in any of my content, subscribe. If you're feeling any of it, or you got something out of it and it saves you time and you see that I put way more time in, why don't you just hit the like button? Why don't you chat in the comment section? You know what I'm saying? Because I know y'all probably be chatty patties around people y'all know. Them people ain't doing nothing because you're not a group. If you're not an organization, if you're not having like progressive meetings, you ain't really doing nothing. You sitting here watching everybody else do it. We're already doing all the work for you. Just like I said, I got more information on the Derek Cardello Smith, who called himself suing P. Diddy, and I have my views on it too. You know what I'm saying? But y'all could really, just do a little more because YouTube, I don't know what they're doing, but they're trying. So it only takes a little effort on y'all part too. I go above and beyond because I feel I should. Just like anybody on TV doing their production or doing projects, I do that and then some. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it is. You go on some channels, they don't let you talk against what they say. I think that's ridiculous. It's all about respect. And how can I come on here and be like, oh, I want to hear what other people think. I want to see how they feel. There's more of a point to this. There's some people, they don't care. They're going to just use these numbers that we're getting all of a sudden out of nowhere. Nah, I'm like, yo, we might be able to really make connections here. You know what I'm saying? There can come a time where you might have a topic you'd like to discuss. My email is in my about section. It's right there, Kiy NY007 @gmail.com, where you can reach me. Or if there's something you want to discuss or you have a question and you want to keep it confidential, check me out. I'm telling you, I know all kinds of stuff. This isn't just law, it's stuff about life, death, all that. Come on, been there, done that. And I've asked the universe to use me. I've asked my high power, and I'm asking y'all, use me in the right way, and you will get great results. I speak the truth here, no nonsense. But if we get silly or whatever, we could do that too, because a little bit of everything kind of, it stabilizes. We be good, when we find good balance. But that's what you'll find here. You're going to find here what you're not going to find nowhere else. Yes, this is a trial, but I have way more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not someone that's sitting around waiting to see something come on to. Oh, let me put that on. Oh, what's everybody talking about? I guess I got to talk about that too. Nah, believe it or not, the universe moves me. I can't be just sitting around wondering what everybody else is doing. Some things are trendy, but some things that are really trendy, they're not going to be under the trending topics. They're going to be inside of us that we got to pull out. And there's other things that we can discuss amongst each other that's going to enlighten and empower us. That's what it's about. So I just wanted to explain myself. I talk about things to do with sexuality here, some things about intimacy, things to do with the energy, or whether you call it spirit. It's pretty much the same thing. So let's not get confused. Also, I talk about astronomy and some astrology, and I call that astros. The other thing is the community, particularly with melanated people, particularly, the ones that I forgot about, pushed away, people scared of, people don't tend to like. That's where the heart of everything is, just like the motherland where we all come from, which is Africa. I'm Kiy NY007. We'll continue.
Overruled as to that.
Do you know whether 25-year-old nephew's child's mother lived in that area?
No, I didn't.
You said you didn't know. You're talking about
At that time, no, I didn't.
Do you now know whether she
I
lived?
did everything else.
And in April 2015, can you tell the jury today, in April 2015, did your nephew's child mother live on G Drive?
Yes.
Did you drive at that time?
No.
Did your sister drive?
She drives.
Now, the car.
Some people saying they can't hear it.
States 5KK.
You can hear the attorneys, the prosecutor better. She is very nervous as a witness. I said this early on. Some of y'all are late just coming in here talking any kind of way, and I'll just time you out. I don't like to do that because I thought we were all adults. I guess not.
Pacifica. Yes.
Is that a van, Chrysler Pacifica,
Yeah.
or something? Do you remember what color it was?
It was like a blue.
Blue?
Yes.
Any idea of whether it was dark, light?
It was light blue.
Okay. Do you know at the time that you were shot, do you know if there were any other cars in your driveway that you remember?
Y'all can feel free to do what y'all like. I never beg and never will. Never. I'm asking for dialogue from you guys. Let your opinion out. Anybody could sit back like y'all doing jobless or with jobs, and y'all supposed to be at work doing work, but y'all on YouTube. So that speaks for y'all. Speak your mind with the content. Grow your minds. Your minds are so corrupted. That's why y'all keep coming in people's chat rooms trolling. I cannot do nothing about this witness's voice being low. She was extremely nervous. She'd been shot. Some of y'all be nervous just being yourselves. That's why you hide behind avatars and don't come out on panels and stuff. Come on one of my panels one day, then we could chop it up like that, literally. We could be peaceful, or you could be on Kai's chopping block. You don't want that. I got receipts on that on my channel too. I'm trying to be quiet, but y'all keep saying little slick stuff.
Did you at all ever see who it was that fired those rounds in y'all's house?
No idea.
Your mama is a B. You talking about your mama that didn't raise you right. So you coming here disrespecting a female that didn't disrespect you. So your mama's one. What's good? Good. Adios. Tu hablo español. You probably don't even speak Spanish. Bounce. Goodbye. Adios. Adios, Brownie. Adios. Adios.
Four KK, 4 kilo alpha. And if you could tell me if you recognize the voice of the person speaking first after the option.
Put that weed out. Advanced 911, operator 6587. What is the address of the emergency? Someone just turned a shot on my house and my auntie got shot. Okay.
And stopping at 14 seconds in.
I'm going to see if they're back yet. They've been going a while on their break. So hang on. I had to put on some Thugga Thugga, how appropriate. Halftime. That was a song that was fired at What Little Woody, right? Hang on a second. Yeah, even as of right now, not missing anything. They've been on break for a while. And again, they had in court today one of the victims that was actually shot during a lot of the chaos that was going on with um, that they're discussing in the YSL trial between Young Slime Life and what was the other one? Cash. I don't remember right now, but anyway. All right, so I'm going to be breezing up out of here too. So yeah, any other comments? I'll check them through there. Yeah, only asking for engagement. I don't have to beg anybody for anything. That's my life. I don't care if you have a job or not. So I must have hit some sore spots on y'all jobless and mostly men that was in here talking junk. A couple of women that didn't have nothing else better to do. Who cares? Yeah, absolutely. Which Homie Quan was good too. No, I'm far from fat. I care about my body. But anyway, thanks for the participation that I did receive. A lot of people came through. A lot of y'all are scary. You just sit behind keyboards and type. I get it, but you will have to face the real world one day, and that's on you to stay unprepared. You go by the wayside while the real ones like me actually are ones to battle the wars physically and or mentally. I'm one of those people, not like y'all. Not like y'all. I don't even hang around men that disrespect themselves and each other like that, especially women. So that's about it, you know. And I don't hang around jealous females because the majority of females, we all have it. There's some kind of a jealous gene, you know, like jelly beans. I don't pop those, but a lot of other women do. So anyway, if you're interested, I'm Kiy NY007. I keep it realer than you. That's to the trolls. I know there's good people in here. Shout out to y'all. Some told me they subscribed. Appreciate it. And that's that. Spirituality, uh, sexuality, astros, which is astronomy and astrology. If you're interested in that, I have it. And community, mainly the Black community, melanated people. Yes, that's the focus of my channel. I talk about other things here and there, but I keep a consistency with why I'm talking about certain things. You know what I mean? I'm not all over the place. I'm not a trend catcher, chaser. When you're chasing something, that means it's running. So that's something I did learn from Russell Simmons' book. It was called, what was it called? Not how to get rich, but rich. I have to find it. He autographed it for me too. Don't chase things. If you're chasing something and it's running from you, you acquire it, you learn how to obtain it. That's a better way to go about it. Different from other channels because no, it's not about money. Money helps, but resources help the most, and networking does. When y'all realize that one day too, you will devalue money and value more of people connecting with one another because we are the resources. We are our own assets. Money is paper. There's different forms of money. That's why you have Bitcoin, you have other currencies. So don't overvalue money. That doesn't even make any sense. I know you probably been taught that. You thought that that's all it is to life and you don't have much money. You don't feel like that. There's other things, but you have to reach and obtain it. And a lot of things you obtain, you're going to do it alone to elevate what you really want and what your goals are. Then you reach out for other people, okay? Because a lot of people are just not your friends. 2024 is a year of independency. I feel like it's a lot going on, but we are becoming more and more individualized where we're not looking towards one another to love. We are looking out for ourselves. And if that's the way we're doing it, at least become better self, but then think of someone else. That's how you are satisfying more of your life's purpose. So I appreciate y'all for coming out. Maybe I'll see y'all back. I'm not skittish from anything. I'm not scared of anything or anyone, but I just don't. You could be disrespectful in the chat, but just don't be all disrespectful because I get it. People have different days. And then you bring it onto YouTube and you feel like us as content creators, we deserve what you got and we don't deserve it. We're not the ones that lay in bed with you. We're not the ones that's the cold bed you laying alone. You know what I'm saying? I know the feeling too. Come on now. So that's why I just figure, have a place where we can connect. The storm be coming. What you gonna do when the storm comes? You gonna run to your fake friends, fake family members? Tap into yourself so you get elevated and you can be surrounded by the right people. So yes, I'm Kiy NY007 and I appreciate y'all for coming out. I think I'll close out with my biggie. I just keep thinking about you nobody till somebody kills you. Just like that witness, you forgot all about her, huh? Because she alive. What about the people that are living, not just the ones that passed away? Let's go. By the way, y'all are somebody. I may talk at y'all, some of y'all, because they were talking at me. You are somebody. My point before I go, it's not the money. It's not what you wear. You wearing that skin you're in, that's what's up. You hear you breathing, that's what's up. Let's seize the day. There's too much going on where people are losing their lives and just strange stuff going on. You can't even date somebody without being afraid they might try to take your ass out. Not to the club or to dinner, but end your life. So we're becoming over sexualized, but yet we have a lack of intimacy that we need in our lives to stay stable. Sexuality is very important. That's why I talk about it on my channel. Sometimes YouTube be like, all right, tone it down a bit, but you letting them do all this crazy. Anyway, I'm coming at y'all, literally coming at y'all, pun intended, but I'm giving y'all insightful, I feel, information that's going to help you. And I'm going to talk about uncomfortable things on my channel too. So if you don't want to talk, that's fine, but just come get the information and see that it will work for you. That's part of my life's purpose, is coming on here. I get nervous. I don't even like talking to people much. I don't know, since I was younger. So coming on here takes a lot of effort. And I used to have my camera on. I did some videos and I was like, I don't like this. But but at times, I'm verified. So I never want to seem like I'm just an avatar talking. No, I will attack somebody that's talking too much and won't show themselves, because you need to be verified, especially if you're coming towards or at the Black community. You understand what I'm saying? When you are coming for or speaking to melanated people that already have things going on, and a lot of times they're against them, how dare you come at me blinded or trying to blind us? No, you're going to show yourself. So I prefer that. And when I do panels on here at some point, I prefer people to show themselves. And if you don't want to show yourself on the panel, at least show yourself to me behind the scenes. But we'll get into that when the time comes, because you have to come out of that. And I know that even the trolls and all that, you guys have stuff on your mind. Let it out. Don't just be disrespectful. Have a conversation, man. It's too easy to curse each other out and say weirdo stuff. Have a conversation. Have a conversation. It ain't going to kill you. All right. I appreciate it. Peace. Might extend it.
God damn, what was that? Is that a fly? Damn. So, that's a moth. God damn it. Fuck out of here. Really, yeah. What is it doing in here? All right, there we go. All right, so there it is. God damn, what was that? Is that a fly?